Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another lore video for you guys today. That's easier. And today we gotta solve a murder, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go into the depths of Zon, and we shall contact Detective TEEMO himself and his trusty sidekick, Ezreal, alongside their senpai, veteran investigator, aka Yordle Gordon, as we are going to be trying to solve some turf wars going around between puffcap peddlers who just really want to keep as much territory as possible for their little, smuggling business, as violence is ensuing, and thus we must intervene for the sake of the city, even though it is in quite a bit of a decay. I guess Zon is the Runeterra Gotham, right? It does sound fitting, at least. Regardless, we got a very interesting deck right here that is combining TEEMO and Ezreal in what is otherwise known as like the TEEMO Sejuani archetype, but without Sejuani. We are putting aside the, obsession with plundering that TEEMO Sejuani tends to be built around, as we incorporate stuff like Ballistic Bot, which technically made the archetype even better. And we are going with a full-on Ezreal synergy approach alongside the mushrooms instead. We're running a full set of Frostbites. We got triple Brittle Steel, we got a couple of copies of Iceville Archer, triple Flash Freeze, and 2 copies of Harsh Winds. This way we can stall all sorts of incoming attacks, which gives us a really neat time against the likes of Fizz, Twisted Fate, and all of their elusive units, especially that late game burst. We can shut down their damage output and little by little work for the Ezreal level up, as once we get Ezreal to level up, every Frostbite effect will deal 2 damage to the Nexus directly. So Brittle Steel will become a 1 mana burst speed 2 damage spell that will also stall out an attack, which is really amazing. Like, it is deceptively powerful as a late game win condition. I was initially really honestly close-minded. I was very convinced that this sort of archetype needed something like Sejuani to finish off games properly and really get the upper hand against mid-range decks. But it turns out that when you slap in so many different Frostbite tools and you combine this with Hexcore Foundry so you cannot run out of gas, in conjunction with Peddler right here, filling up the opponent's decks with mushrooms as they draw through their deck, we have a very nice build that mills the opponent a little bit and also punishes any sort of strategy that has an easy time cycling through the deck and drawing, like the likes of Aphelios Twisted Fate, for example, and any Twisted Fate deck really that focuses on drawing, which most Twisted Fate decks do. We are able to punish that really well. We have strong matchups all across the board, even though there are some rough ones here and there. But because we have so many Frostbites and Troll Chain on top of that, even matchups like Fiora Shen are not as scary as they used to be in the past. So I don't know exactly who designed this prior, this version of the archetype. This is my take. This is my variant. I'm running a couple of copies of Chumpwump, which I feel is still really important. I like the 2-2 distribution with Veteran Investigator with a little bit of priority on Avaros and Sentry so that we don't run out of gas in the early stages of the games, as we have a lot of cheap spells and cheap plays. And if we don't find the Hexcore Foundry, it's important for us to be able to cycle through our deck so that we do eventually find it. Keep in mind that you don't want to be playing Hexcore Foundry early on in the game, so generally speaking, you do want to mulligan this card away. Unless you're running into a very slow matchup like a Navia control, for example, then you do want to keep this in your hand because you want to be making them overdraw from the get-go. But generally speaking, you want to hold on to this until you have some mushrooms built up, and then you can really put your opponent in a precarious position that way, as you got to try to set up the puffcap peddlers, but then you get multiple copies of them on the board and start chaining your spells, fill the opponent's deck with mushrooms, attack with TEEMO, hit them with TEEMO, double their mushrooms with TEEMO, and just show them the power of the Scout's Code, as Veteran Investigator can also be a nice finisher later down the line. We have a lot of cycling, and we have really cheap plays that allow us to also level up Ezreal pretty quickly. And overall, a very sick deck that happens to have some really good matchups all across the board. And today, I'm going to showcase some gameplay that I recorded for you guys, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking. Thank you for watching this video. I kept the deck tech under 5 minutes! That's a big deal for me. Sorry for the raising of the voice. And I'm going to stop talking because, the clock still keeps on going, and I will keep this under 5 minutes. I'm very proud of myself. I think I explained most of what the deck is about. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I will reply to them. And that's all I'm going to say. Have a soul day. Enjoy the games. Subscribe. It's free. God fucking damn it. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. pretty high-ranked Thresh Gangplank. Like, this deck is one that I've actually been seeing more often than not lately. I wonder if Ezreal in the opener is good here. Avarosa's Sentry is most certainly limited, but it does potentially prevent. Like, I like the curve of Thermo into Avarosa's Sentry into Puffcat Peddler, especially if they try to lead off with like the elusive, the one-drop elusive, you know, the girl with the thick legs. That's how I remember. Do I keep Ezreal? I don't think I do. I drop Ezreal. We're gonna keep everything else. Even though we could always try to, you know, find TEEMO.
Where are you?
Unfortunately, that's the one drop that we can't really stop. Which means you'll be able to progress Gangplank's level up early on. Him being more of a reactive deck definitely makes that a little bit annoying, but not much we can do about it. We are gonna develop the Avarosa Sentry here.
These old eyes
Still see far and clear. We're gonna pass, and if he open attacks with the Hapless Aristocrat, we will block with the Avarosa Sentry. Even though we do technically go down in a little bit of advantage here.
There was a little fella asking for me.
We're gonna play the Puffcat Peddler, and we're gonna call that a turn. We don't really have other good plays here. Ooh, that though.
Have a mushroom.
F3. I want to develop double Peddler. Interesting.
The sea beasts will fear us.
Okay. Jag Taskmaster. I don't think utilizing Thermogenic Beam here is what I need to go for. I need to preserve it for something like Thresh, which is likely incoming. Oh, shit. Well, that's powerful. We're still passive.
Lucky you. I'm the last thing you'll see.
We're definitely going to be playing the Iceville Archer. The question is, what are we going to be targeting? I would assume you. No, technically that could be less damage. Yeah, let's go with you.
Not and ready.
I must get out of here.
Look out for Reavers. My life for Avarosa.
They grow up so fast.
Alert the village.
And now I'm gonna Thermo to eliminate the monkey idol. And down goes another one. You know, to be expected.
There's plenty of
But our opponent's also running out of gas, and we do have another Thermogenic Beam here. I can't really play Ezreal now. It's not really worth it.
There was a little fella asking for me.
I'm gonna go for the Thermogenic Beam. He could have an answer for one of these, like a Grasp of the Undying, for example. Okay, not what I was expecting. We get 9 more Puff Caps there. Ezreal close to level up as well. We got some nice Frostbite effects here to buy us a little bit of time. Am I that worried? Yeah, I can't take that much damage.
Would a mushroom help?
Going down to 9, I think, is more sensitive.
Treasures of the ages for a price.
He's out of gas, though. Ooh. Ooh, you have a lot. What's the best plan here? Can we do Ezreal, that and that? Ezreal, 3, 5, 6. Oh my god, can we? We can, right?
Check me out. Don't blink or you'll miss me.
There's no way he has a Ruination, right? I'm not playing around Ruination. I'm not. I refuse to play around Ruination because he would have had to top deck it.
Another day in the field.
There they go.
Watch and learn.
What if he took one of my harsh winds? That'd be pretty crazy. Okay. Well, it could have been worse.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
I wonder what that card is.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Is it a Glimpse Beyond? He could be waiting for it.
I must get out of here. I'm a peddler, not a meddler. Would a mushroom help?
You're between me and glory.
Yeah, got it. There we go. I couldn't let him get Plunder because I think he probably had a Riptide Rex.
Knew we had it all along.
Nice, nice. I'm happy with how I played that one. Yeah, I got, like, I didn't actually get to hit him with TEEMO, but I put him in a position where, like, next turn's attack, which is going to be absolutely devastating. Even after losing my 2 Puffcap Peddlers, I still had another one in hand, plus the Chump Wump that we top deck. So, yeah, the damage output, which is pretty insane, and we climbing, boys. I had to focus a little bit there, though, because I'm not... It's been a while since I played this archetype, and this is, like, very, very specific. It's a little bit different. It's quite different, actually, from TEEMO Sejuani, because it's not so focused on plundering, and I think that actually makes the deck better, which is... It's cool, but it's sad at the same time, because I do like TEEMO Sejuani as well. I don't know. Maybe that's just the first impression, though. All right, let's go for round 2. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of matchup we're trying to counter with this deck. As we do find Ezreal early on. I'm going to drop the Chump Wump. What about Troll Chant? Could be interesting, but I'm gonna drop everything here. Except for you.
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
Okay.
No more hiding.
Have a mushroom.
Half 3. I'm not gonna play the Avros Sentry. I'm not under tremendous pressure right now.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
You could play a Twist of Fate next turn. If I try to attack with this, which would be annoying. So I'm actually gonna hold back. I'm not super pressured right now, and I want to make sure that I don't put any extra stress on this friend of ours. Help him stick around. and starting getting us some good value. We got the iterative improve. Oh, that's hilarious.
They grow up so fast.
Sure thing. That's so cute. Adorable.
Heard there was a little fella asking for me.
Reporting in.
I want to preserve this thermogenic beam as a legitimate answer. I like that mystic shot. I am worried about a Twisted Fate picking off the Puff Cat Peddler.
Get ready.
So I'm gonna attack like this.
Roll this.
Can see the Demacian border from here.
He gets the Veil. They get the Veil Tempo in there. Big tempo sacrifice. But at the same time, it's not like I'm applying much pressure to begin with, right? So they are definitely going to be able to go off here.
Their sense travels on the night air.
And that'll buff one of the 2/1s. The Lunari Priestess, because she's a 3-drop, right? She'll get buffed to a 3/2, which is all right. I wonder what he like. This is not like Solari Priestess, so the odds of him fighting stuff like Meteor Shower is really. I mean, if he found Meteor Shower, he would have taken it immediately, like effective immediately. Even though I can, at this point, I can definitely level up Teemo, but it would be it would be pricey for sure. I'm gonna develop the Icevale Archer.
Knocked and ready.
Just because I want to make use of my mana, and frostbiting is not as relevant here.
My star warms the heavens.
All right, I'm gonna go with a Mystic Shot. I'm gonna get rid of you. Passes there.
Minding details is my duty.
There they go.
Ooh, quite a collection. They'll never know what hit them.
Believe or burn. You cannot hold us down.
You are beneath me.
That's annoying. They're gonna be able to frostbite our Teemo. I preemptively Brittle Steeled this so that I could Alright, so they're gonna have a bazillion mana now, and we are running out of gas.
Always fighting 8-punch Pablo.
Ezreal's about to level up, but we need the Sacred Foundry here.
Where are you off to? Would a mushroom help?
He could twist the fate here. That may be what he's gearing for.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one. Alright. Something for all of you. Alert the village!
Too cute to go.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
They grow up so fast.
Man, not drawing to Sacred Foundry or Ezreal is just really, really butchering us, dude. Gotta attack with everything here.
You're in for a whooping! You're bluffing. Let him think it's luck.
Well, if you want to play with fire, be my guest.
A win streak! Scoundrel!
Heart of the Shrooms. Oh, close, man. Close. We got the flash freeze. We got the flash freeze, and we top decked another chump wump. Do I have anything? Do I have any health? I don't have any health kit, right? I have flash freezes. I have. Wait. I have flash. I have thermogenic beam. I have thermogenic beam, frostbites, and mystic shot. And mushroom clouds as well. There's a lot of options.
Think I'm still like a yodel in uniform. Pay dirt!
He's going for the mind meld. Oh, I thought he was going for the mind meld.
Looks like trouble.
Excuse you!
Be brave.
Come on, baby. Come on. Hey! Ha ha ha! Beautiful! Oh! There we go. That was a game that was much harder than it should have been, in my opinion. We climbed it, man. Like, that's because we didn't draw, man. That was really annoying. We didn't draw into neither Ezreal nor Hexcore Foundry. We kept drawing into the same cards, like the same copies of our cards. Like our two key pieces to finish off in the late game, you know, just did not appear, right? And that made everything so much harder. You know, I wasn't like Puffcat Peddler just completely rode that game by himself, like absolute MVP, man. And I just love the iterative improvement on the Peddler. I just love that play. The Chump One top decks were really good though. But, you know, X-Core Foundry would have been pretty nice too. I'm happy I beat that though. Nice, nice. All right, round 3. All right, fabulous. Well, I see your barriers. I show you my frostbites. I don't like Ezreal early on in a matchup where sharp sight could be a thing. Honestly, I like all the frostbites. I'm gonna keep them all. I don't have any units, I know, but eventually I will draw into them. And what that's trippy as hell. Is that the first time I see the elephant? Like, I've never seen this thing before. I Could play veteran investigator now. Why not?
Stand aside. An expert is at work. Approaching suspects.
It gives me a bit of a play that can allow me to push damage. This deck, besides
Strength in grace,
wait,
beauty
give me a
in
moment.
blade.
Winter, take you.
Reporting in. I'll start ahead.
I have no time for fools.
I'm gonna attempt to counter that with a flash freeze. I have a lot of frostbites, so I do definitely want to. Okay, that's fine.
Counter and strike.
That's fine.
No, mush.
Gotta be careful with this. But my other 2 drops are putting in the work here. We got him down to 11. That's a lot of damage. I'm very happy with that. Both of these units.
I've got your back.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
On guard.
I'm gonna play the Hex Core Foundry now because I'm running out of gas.
River shape the land and give it life.
Don't blink.
Or you miss me.
My shield is yours.
Does he have another sharp sight?
Stop bragging if you can back it up.
Ideally, I don't have to utilize Brittle Steel here.
This will be quick.
Gotcha.
These woods protect their own.
I've got your back.
Nature blesses her followers.
Strike quickly, strike dead. Try me. Honor guide me.
I'm so good, I surprise myself.
Look out for reavers. Stay back. Ready the torches. I'll recite your rites.
I'm gonna block like this. I'm gonna try to preserve Ezreal alive. Ezreal's my win condition here. Because of the 4 health that Ezreal has now, there's nothing on the board that kills him with another single combat.
No way.
Waters are still.
My duties are done.
Light the signal fires.
Cut, 2, 3, 4.
We swim within the flows of magic.
Armed and ready. Adventure starts with mushrooms.
The
balance requires a watchful eye.
A true Freljordian welcome.
I'm gonna play the Iceville Archer onto the Fiora. And I'm really banking on these frostbites and yeah, this troll chance is gonna be fantastic. Block here.
Protect the villages.
Block here.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
I love the smell of mushrooms in the morning.
Two. Wait. Let me do some quick math, because Ezreal may be enough. Okay, 4, 6, 7. But do I have enough mana? I have a total of that's 9, 11. I need yeah.
I thought you'd never ask.
I'm a little bit rusty with Ezreal. It takes me a bit longer to calc. But Spanish math eventually gets there. Oh, you pass initiative to me? Yikes. You're dead. Bam, bam.
Grow freeze. Success is planting your mushroom crop.
GG. Ha! God. I love this deck.
Never underestimate the power of
You tell him, TEEMO! You tell him all! And 400. I recorded 2 videos today and I did some insane climbing. Like, these decks work out really well. Top 100. Top 100. TEEMO is a top tier deck. God, I love being able to say that. I really like this variant, but obviously, well, not obviously. You can definitely change it up a little bit, right? There are different opinions running around. Like, I know Alan Z, for example, doesn't like playing Chump Wump. He likes playing Veteran Investigator and Iceville Archer at full and like a 3rd copy of Harsh Winds, I think. Yeah, that approach is fine, but I've been playing TEEMO for a long time, and I really have a hard time, you know, not fitting in Chump Wump. Chump Wump just feels great, especially with Puffcap Peddler, the ability to just get 2 of these Mushroom Clouds, especially with Hector Foundry as a partial win condition. I just feel like it's too good not to play, at least as a 2 of. But that's just my opinion, naturally. Big fan of the iterative improvement, and honestly, really big fan of the all-in Frostbite approach. It definitely works. It works really well with Ezreal, and it's just really good at halting the opponent. There's a lot of elusive matchups around, so it helps you buy a turn, and a lot of times that's all you really need. Awesome, awesome deck. Big fan, and just really happy to be able to give TEEMO a spin and, you know, do well with him. So, in case you don't know, try out TEEMO. TEEMO's actually good right now. It's fantastic. And I'm gonna stop talking. I'm actually recording this video like really late, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I had the video ready for tomorrow so I could get back to streaming as well. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling because at this point I'm just basically spouting whatever appears on my brain, and I'm stuttering and everything, and goddamn, I'm rusty. Love ya. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like for TEEMO, because it's fucking TEEMO. I'll see you guys tomorrow.